Good morning everyone, my name is Kenneth. So today I will be presenting the ICA2. Stanford Raffles is known as the founder of modern Singapore, and he signed a treaty with the Sultan Hussein Shah of Johor on 6 February 1819 that gave the British East India Company the right to set up a trading post in Singapore. Boat Quay, once the heart of Singapore entrepreneur trade, owes its existence to Sir Stanford Raffles' vision. The river quickly became a bustling trade hub, trading junks and prahus loaded with goods like silk, rice, spices, and gold. By the mid-20th century, the river was polluted with waste, so in the 1980, a major clean-out led by the founding Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew to restore the riverbank. This is my timeline collage. So it starts from the ancient fishing village called Temasek, and after that the Sang Nila Utama renamed Temasek to Singapura. And in 1811, Temenggong Abdul Rahman arrived in Singapore River. And in 1819, the Orang Laut inhabit the areas. And Stanford Raffles signed a treaty with Temenggong Abdul Rahman on 6 February 1819. In 1819, the initial observation of Singapore River's artifacts. And in 1823, Boat Quay was established as the first official quay. Orang Laut disappeared from the Singapore River in 1840, and in 1856, Johnston Pier is built, serving as an early maritime hub for arriving ships. And 1860 is the reclamation of Collyer Quay, and in 1869 is the opening of Suez Canal. In 1930, industrial activity increased, and in 1933, Clifford Pier opened, replacing the Johnston Pier. And from the 1960 to the 1980, the Singapore River suffered from heavy pollution. And in 1983, a large-scale cleanup effort began. And in 1990, the riverfront was redeveloped with hotels, restaurants, and entertainment spaces. In 2008, the Singapore River Festival was inaugurated. By 2010, Robinson Quay shifted to a mix of residential, leisure, and hotels. And then the 2016 Singapore River Walk highlight the area's history. And from the 2020 to 2024, Boat Quay, Clarke Quay, and Robinson Quay were transformed into a lifestyle hub, integrating modern elements with history and embracing the sustainability. This is the evolution of the Singapore River map, showing changes over time. Starting in 1825, 1864, and in 1894, we can see a triangle-shaped island near the Robinson Quay, and then is 1930. In 1955, we can still see the island, but in 2005, the island is gone, and this progression continues up to 2024. So the missing island is called Pulau Saigon Island. The Pulau Saigon Island was a small island in the Singapore River. It used to be located between the banks of Robinson Quay. And there was a bridge called Pulau Saigon Bridge. It was built to connect the mainland with Pulau Saigon. And the Pulau Saigon Bridge was also known as the Butcher Bridge because the butcher will use the bridge to transport the meat to the nearby island. And then the bridge was demolished in 1986 to make way for the Central Expressway construction. And the island is also merged with the riverbank, redeveloped into the condominiums. So my focal point of my psychogeography map will be the Pulau Saigon Island. Starting from the right side, so you can see the merchants transport the pigs by the boat to the Pulau Saigon Island, and on the island the butcher will slaughter the pigs and the abattoir. And since the island is connected to the mainland by the butcher bridge, so the butcher and the merchants will use it to transport the meat to the nearby island for trade. And not only for the abattoir, the island also housed incinerator for burning trash, and because of that, it caused discomfort to the nearby resident. They actually have a mixed feeling about the island, like it's very important for the Singapore River's economy, but at the same time, it gives them a discomfort for their surrounding community. So start with the mapping, the past. So the boat will use to transport the pigs to the Pulau Saigon Island, and then the pigs are sent to the abattoir to slaughtered by the butchers. And then the butchers and the merchants will use the Pulau Saigon Bridge, also known as the Butcher Bridge, to cross the river to transport goods. And then the merchants and the butchers will transport the meat to the nearby island to trade. And then the island also housed the incinerators for burning trash, and because of that, the smoke will cause discomfort to the nearby residents. and the nearby residents will use the oak bridge to cross the road instead of the butcher bridge due to the smell and smoke. And the workers from the Pulau Saigon would visit the nearby islands temple to pray. And after that is the mapping for present. So the Pulau Saigon merged with the mainland to make way for the Central Expressway, allowing people to drive and walk across the river. And people were jogging and cycling at Robertson Quay, and people eating and chilling at the restaurant, and tourists will take the boats to enjoy the view along the Singapore River. This is my section collage featuring my genius loci, showcasing how Pulau Saigon Island impacted the surrounding areas in the past and how it has since been redeveloped into residential spaces. In the past, the island's smell and the noise of pigs screaming caused discomfort to the nearby residents, and today it has transferred into a residential area where people enjoy jogging and cycling along the Robertson Quay. For this section collage, you can see the smoke come out from the incinerators spread to the nearby island and affecting the residents. And today the area has been redeveloped into a commercial and residential space with coffee shop on the ground floor where people can relax and enjoy the environment. So my genius loci is the Sikh heart of Singapore River. Pulau Saigon was like the heart of the Singapore River, playing a crucial role in supporting the nearby communities. It housed an abattoir that supplied meat to the area, making it an essential part of daily life. However, just like the heart that might struggle with illness, the island also brought discomfort. The smell of slander, the noise from the busy industry, and the smoke from the incinerators affected the people living nearby. This contrast shows that while Pulau Saigon was important, it was not without its problem, both helping and challenging the surrounding community at the same time.